Tortoise Daddy. How's it going?
Oh, I'm just having a ball.
All right. Okay. There's lots of work going on here. To be continued. We're under burrow construction. Burrows are under construction. This one right here, excuse me. This one right here is Littlefoot's burrow. He is 6 and he's a little smaller, so we're gonna put some more dirt in that, and then put the tops on and cover it with dirt, and it will be a nice burrow for him. Now Charlie is our big 75, 80-year-old dude. And this is his burrow, and his is deeper bricks, deeper dirt. We really had to reinforce it. Stone tiles like that one there on the bottom with bricks around the side, but then lots of dirt inside for his digging because he loves to dig. But he was digging to China. He was digging to the neighbors back there, and Kris had to get hands and knees, crawl in the hole and pull him out because this dirt is just a little extra soft because this was something that was added on in the last few years, and so it has dirt, soft dirt, unlike most of the dirt in Vegas that's very caliche-ish and hard. But again, too deep, we're filling it up with lots of dirt, so this big guy, huge guy, can dig around and have fun with that. We use the fertilizer-free, pesticide-free dirt that has a lot of sandy loam, and I think it's forest stuff, something like that. But it is a dirt that's very good for tortoises. You want to use something like that. So that's where we are with these burrows, and these burrows are under construction and will get completed in February here. We want to place them deep inside. They will wake up thinking that they slept there all winter. Now if we look down, take a quick peek down here at the babies have a very large, theirs is a lot larger, and the roots and pipes and everything that you see in the dirt underneath, those are going to be changed. Those are going to be removed today. Tiles placed down so they can't dig deep and cause problems with it. We'll add the tiles and then lots of dirt on top of the tiles to keep them safe, and then add the top and lots of dirt on the top, and that's where the babies live. They live down there in that little safe area surrounded with a little wall. So we've got the little ones here, a couple big ones live up here, and again under construction, plants going in. Here's mallow. Mallow is a tortoise favorite, along with the crawling roses. The grapes, they go dormant in the winter, but they are going to be very leafy in just a couple months. It's going to happen probably sooner than that. The Spanish lavender, they don't eat it, but it's really great for them to hide underneath it. Another, right here, another mallow. This one will produce a pinker globe, and that one over there will produce a peachy globe. And this is a carpet rose. The carpet rose over there will go in for Charlie as well because the one from last year died. Carpet roses are the best type of roses for the tortoises because they can't climb up and grab the petals off the top. But carpet roses go flat, and therefore they can. Carpet roses go flat, and therefore they can crawl around and eat all of the roses as well as the flowers. So under construction now, will be completed today. Good job, Kris Vegas. These burrows are under construction. This little burrow right here is actually going to house 4 small tortoises about age 4. We need to remove these pipes, and they're going to be rerouted around it. Put a tile floor, dirt on top. Anyway, they are in construction. This is part 1. We'll show you when they're done. Let's go check out the big tortoise burrows that are under construction. Charlie. Okay, Charlie is the big 75, 80-year-old tortoise, and he has 2 cinder blocks deep. We're going to add more dirt, cover it with the wood panel, cover the whole thing with dirt, and he will have his burrow. Again, we put tiles under the dirt, so tiles, cinder blocks, dirt, then the cover, more dirt on top, and then it'll be nice and secure and safe for them. We'll be taking our tortoises and putting our tortoises outside, and they will think that they have spent their whole winter outside. So again, everything's under construction here. Younger tortoise area is down here. Older tortoises, bigger tortoises are up here. Okay, so yes. Soil in. Charlie's is about done. We are almost there. Need to make sure that you, and we're putting too deep on that one. Soil that we use is fertilizer free, has pesticide free, has sandy loam. It's just a cheap stuff, but it's really good for the tortoises to dig in. All right, this one is Littlefoots, and it's just about ready for some the tint. The reason we put the tents over these after we have the dirt and stuff over them is just to keep that brutal heat away. Okay, there's Littlefoot's Casa, and there is Charlie's. I'll probably throw a little bit more dirt on that and maybe put some reinforced canvas fabric across the tops of their little tents. Again, the tents are only to keep the harsh sun out, because it gets to be 115 degrees for like a couple weeks, and it just helps to keep them a little cooler. You don't have to do it. It's just something we chose to do. This is almost finished. Then Kris just needs to secure them a little bit more. This is Littlefoot's, and he's not in there yet, but we're going to put him in there soon. It's secure. It has the cinder blocks on the side, which are really good for keeping it cool or keeping it warm. Either way, good insulation. You got a tile on the bottom so they can't dig to China, and you've got wood and dirt on the top for little insulation. And again, this little tent here is for to help against that extreme heat once it gets to be 115 up in this high end over here. This is Charlie's burrow right here. Charlie's is extra deep because he is a really big guy with extra digging, because he almost did dig to China this last year. And again, the tent's there to give him extra protection. And can't wait to share how all of this looks in a couple months when everything gets green and the tortoises are out. So, and again, we'll probably put some more fabric. These tents will last us at least one more year, but we'll put some more fabric, canvas type, outdoor fabric across the tops to give them protection from the heat, the sun, as well as the rain. Right. We are continuing. Actually, we're going to try to finish all of this up today. We've got plants in the ground, carpet roses, mallow, and it's coming together. All of the piping, we just have to cut this other little one off, but all of the big piping issues are gone. So now Kris is going to be able to put the tiles down, or dig out a little bit more first, put the tiles down, put dirt over it, and then we'll finish up with that. And then up here, yeah, up there, we're all done with oh yeah, let's go check that out. Here on the top level, this is Donatello's. We have the mallow and a carpet rose. The grapes here, Thompson seedless grapes, are going to come back very quickly. They go dormant in the winter. Again, that's Spanish lavender, which they don't eat, but it's really fun for them to tuck away inside. And then over here we have Charlie's side, and he has his mallow. We have one mallow. Charlie has one mallow here, and then a crawling rose right there, which everything's irrigated. And again, he has his own little tortoise arbor, and with the Thompson seedless grapes that will work for him. So, all right, so we're done here on the top. We just have to finish down below. Oh, the only thing that we still have to do up here is we need to put the clover seedings. So clover seedings will go by all of the plants. So little clover will grow around the plants, and They love to eat the clover. What's going on down here? All right, there we have Kris Vegas working down there, digging a little bit deeper. Babe, are you going to put the tiles down before the bricks?
Yeah, I'm taking care of this pipe.
All right, so here we go. They have good dirt. They're nice and safe. Everything's leveled. Now Kris Vegas from Yellowstone, the Dutton Ranch, renting him for a couple days. He is filling the top. It's going to be one big thing of dirt. So it'll look like an in-ground burrow, which is what it is. All right. Good job, babe. We are finishing up. Final day of putting this together. Good job.
All right.
Kris Vegas is working hard. Okay, so again, he dug all flat, all plumbing, everything, all the issues are gone. Laid flat stones down, cinder blocks, and then some nice sandy loam manure dirt underneath. On the top here, then the wood covering it, and then dirt on top of that. And voila, almost done.
Sandy loam.
Sandy loam, thank you. Thank you, babe. Sandy loam. And all their new plants, mallow, and their carpet roses. And final day, day 2, part 2. This is Donatello's, and his is all ready for him to go. We're going to park him in there shortly, probably this evening. And what we do is we take him out of his box that he's been boxed in. We set them, kind of shove them in a little bit, face first, and they naturally just go back. All right, and over here we have Charlie's. Everyone knows Charlie. He's that big guy. So Charlie, this is Charlie's home, and it's a little bit deeper because he's really ginormous at almost 80 years old. And then he also has his carpet rose and his mallow and his grapes that will start getting lots of leaves and growing back here. Again, Thompson seedless grapes, they go dormant in the winter. And there's a hibiscus here that will also bounce back. So he has a really nice little condo home over here, as does Littlefoot over here, as do the 4 babies. 4 babies have this huge area over here. There's our pool. They have this huge area that's enclosed over here. Again, remember, your tortoises cannot be free to roam if you have a pool because they will drown. They don't know how to swim, contrary to popular belief. They can float for a little while, then they will sink. They are not turtles. And they don't see the water, they just fall in. Okay, that's it. We're about done here, guys. Woohoo. Thanks for watching. Go, filling in with extra dirt, pesticide-free, fertilizer-free, dirt that they can climb around in and have fun in. Just cover that whole thing up. Probably take a couple more bags of dirt. And we're good. Looks like we're all done here. Good job, Kris Vegas. He made it happen. Burrow is done and it's all secured. They're tortoise edible plants, the mallow carpet roses, nice and safe and secure. Let's go check upstairs. All right. It looks like we are done. Good job, Kris Vegas. This is the babies. It's a nice deep burrow, which we cover with a pet tent to keep the intense sun and the massive rain off of their burrow area. We have over here, we've seeded clover. It's fast growing clover, and we've got edibles, all kinds more edibles for them. The mallows, globe mallow, a pink one, and so it's a light pink one, and that'll come out a little peachy color. 2 red carpet roses. They love that. It's nice and safe. It will keep our tortoises away from our pool. You have to be careful because they can drown. If they don't swim, they'll float for a while and then they will drown. So keep your tortoises separate from the pool if you have a pool. Let's go check the top. Littlefoot's burrow is all done, ready to go. Seeded clover, and we are done here, and we are also done over here with Charlie's. So next thing is to put them out. Condos for the mature tortoises. Looks like we got a little dirt to shake off there. It'll come off when I water. We do have a nice secure burrow for Littlefoot, and as I was saying, the carpet roses, and he has his own mallow over there, and we've seeded clover, so 7 different types of clover, and they absolutely love it. It's fast growing, so it should, if I water it a couple times a day, it should be up when they come out of hibernation. So this is Charlie's, his big condo area, and these are little trellises. I call them tortoise trellises for the grapevines to grow on. They're wonderful. All right, so what we have here is, it is time to unbox our tortoises. Yes, our lost, there we go, she's asleep, set her in. We put them in about, just like that. They'll walk themselves the rest of the way in, crawl, I should say, dig. So there's one, that's Merida, and she's going inside. So she's gonna think that's where she was for the winter. This is Princess, and she's sound asleep too. Well, her eyes are open, and we're gonna set her there, and she will also go in. There's enough space in that big burrow for all 4 babies. So that's 2 of ours. Again, what we do is we box them for the winter. So about November, once they start sleeping and not coming out. Oh, well, she might not be ready. Okay, that looks like Donatello. Hi, Donatello. Go back to sleep. Sorry for the disruption. So it is early March, and then the sun is out. They'll be able to dig back in there. As we showed the burrow earlier, there's lots of room in there. They might want to come out and catch some sun for a while. Now that's Michelangelo. He has the flatter shell, and I would pull Princess out a little bit. We're going to pull her out just a little bit because she doesn't seem, and we're going to let her just kind of chill right here and decide what she wants to do. And we'll give Michelangelo the opportunity to crawl in. So we could have put them in a little while ago, but I want to say we could have put them in February, but it rained a lot and got really cold. And what we get concerned about is our predators and freezing. So they're just going to kind of like sit there for a little while because they've been sleeping for 5 months. They will most likely want to sun for a couple weeks before they actually need to start eating. It may get freezing again, and they might. I'm going to throw those boxes away. They're torn apart. We're going to we're going to give them a chance to do what's natural for them. Of course, a lot of people say, but it's not natural to box them. But, you know, they're away from predators. The predators, mostly that we find out in our area, are rats. Rats are really horrible. Rats kill a lot of tortoises. They crawl inside their burrows and eat them while they're sleeping. There's also coyotes if they can dig them out, and wildcats. But these guys are going to take a good few weeks to come out of hibernation. So it's a sunny day, and they're going to start catching some rays.
I worked hard to give you lots of room here.
Moving very, very slowly. We've expanded. We've expanded their tortoise area, so they have a very huge tortoise area.
No more wall to deal with. Just the big wall.
The biggest thing that they want first is water. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take that big frisbee over there, clean it out good, and give them some water just to hydrate because they've gone months without water. They hear Mama's voice. They're very domesticated. They're very spoiled. And I used to sing to them when they were babies. They know my voice. Hi, babies. All right, I'll get your water dish ready for you. Moving very, very slowly. They will be turning 5 in August. So these guys are all from the same clutch, except Meredith, who's deep inside, and she is a year younger. So a bunch of 5-year-olds. And we're now on the top level, and we have Littlefoot, our very large 6-year-old. There he is. Hi, baby. He's gonna be put back into his burrow, and he will get to. There we go. He'll crawl in there. It's nice and deep with extra dirt. We showed you how these were built, and yep. Now it's time for him to. He'll just be waking up slowly, thinking that's where he was all winter. And now we have our big boy. Charles. Okay, so Kris is going to get Charlie out of that big old box.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Ton.
I figure he's like about 30 pounds, which is very large after you pick up the little ones. And we're going to wait. And we might be waking him up a little bit. That's not a big deal. It's nice, toasty, warm outside. We're going to put him right outside his little burrow area. And he can crawl in there or he can come out. It's up to Charlie.
Ow.
And it's really great. So everything's starting to grow over here with the mallow, the roses, the grapes are starting to bud up. And by the time these guys are really out in full force, and they will think they've spent their whole winter in their burrows, they will come out. Right now they're just going to slowly walk in and burrow in, or they may decide to come out in the sun. So welcome home, everybody. They'll think they were here for the whole winter, but here's the little greenery on the grapes that's growing, and they bud like crazy. So the next video you're going to see them all filled with greenery. And if we take a peek from up top here, down below. Oh, look at Princess is already over there eating a little bit of the mallow that we planted. That's awesome. Let's zoom in on her. I can see the way her head is up. She's enjoying some mallow. Mallow is the best. If you can find mallow at any of your nurseries around and plant that, that is what is out in the desert. They love mallow. It's very nourishing. They have it with coral flowers, pink flowers. Both are good. They call them bulbs. They eat the flowers and the leaves and all of it. And we planted everything else that I was showing you. I see Donatello over there by the rose, the base of the rose bush. Okay, so yeah, everyone's out in full force. Let's do it. The sun is shining. We'll probably get lots more rain, but for the most part, we did not have to worry about them freezing. Had lots of tortoises that I've known have unfortunately frozen to death or have been eaten by predators. So that's the main reason we box ours. You may choose to box them or not. There's lots of other ways to make sure that they're safe. Some people cover them with little tarps, but this is what we choose to do. All right, thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us on the renovation of our habitats and burrows of our 6 Mojave desert tortoises and their spring reintroduction to their new habitats. And this that you're seeing right now is Michelangelo, aka Mia, now that we know that she's a female, taking her first long drink. Some of them were interested in this and some were not. So it's really great if you can allow your desert tortoise the opportunity to get a fresh, full body of water. It takes them a while to get their water stores replenished. Desert tortoises can go up to a year without water, even though that is not an ideal situation. So allow them to take in their new water and replenish their water stores on their own time. But to provide it is a wonderful thing, especially if you can use an upside down frisbee. That was a nice drink. Yeah, that was a good drink. We'll make sure that all of them in the next couple days have a nice, good watering session after a long hibernation, brumation. 5-year-old.